Hello YouTube. Uh, Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to an easy way to find the exact values of trigonometric functions like cosine, sine, and tangent. Well, of certain degrees like 0, 30, 45. The most commonly used ones in trigonometry. I'm going to show you guys because uh, I know you guys have to memorize them, but you don't really have to memorize them. If you just learn the format of this chart, it should be pretty easy, and you will never have to memorize these exact values. So basically, the chart is like this. You start off with sine, and then right below cosine. Then you do a giant square root, and you put the values, the most commonly used values in trig for these functions. Should be 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. This is going to teach you guys how to find the exact values without having to memorize anything. And these are degrees, of course. Then after sine, you increment from 0 to 4 in increments of 1. So you start in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you guys align them so it could be clear. And for cosine, you do the same but in reverse. So you start with the 4 and you decrease 2, 1, 0. I'm sure if you guys are taking a test or something, you guys could write this on the scratch paper or something, and that way you could just come back and check from there. And then you're gonna set everything to everything divided by 2. And this is basically the chart that will help you guys do not really memorize, but learn how to find the exact values of these angles for sine, cosine, and I'll show you guys at the end for tangent. Okay, so let's do an example. If we want to find sine of, let's say, 30, sine of 30 is gonna equal to, you're gonna go to sine, the line of sine. You're gonna go to the line of sine. You're gonna go right below the 30, which is 1, 1. And then you square root it. You square root it, so then you do the division by 2. So since square root of 1 is just 1 and 2 is just 2, sine of 30 is going to equal to 1/2. And we could check this on the calculator. Sine of 1/2. Wait, no, not 1/2. Sine of 30 is going to equal 1/2. Let's try an example with cosine now. Let's say cosine of 45. I don't know, anyone would work. 45 equals, you go to cosine, you go to the 45, 2. So 2, you do the square root of divided by 2 and divided by 2. So cosine 45 would be square root of 2 divided by 2. Oh, this will actually be the answer. And we could check in the calculator. Cosine of 45 is going to equal square root of 2/2. Okay, so let's say you guys want to find tangent. So we know that sine over cosine is going to equal tangent. So then if we wanted to find tangent of a certain degree, we just have to find the sine of that degree and the cosine of that degree. As an example, suppose we want to find the tangent of something we haven't done, 60. We want to find tangent of 60. So first we have to do the sine of 60. So sine of 60 is gonna equal sine of 60 square root of 3 over 2. And cosine of 60 cosine of 60 square root of 1 over 2, which is just 1/2. And since we know this relationship between sine, cosine, and tangent, we'll just divide these two values. Basically, this would be square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. Since we know how to divide fractions, we know that if we just do the reciprocal of this, we can multiply the first value. So it would be square root of 3 over 2 times 2 over 1. This would give us 2 square root of 3 over 2. Then the 2 just cancels with each other, and we're left with square root of 3. And we could verify this on the calculator. Tangent of 60 square root of 3. It's that simple. No memorizing, just learning a simple chart with basic numbers and a 2 and of course the most used values in trigonometry. And that's basically it for this video. Bye.